Hey guys, this is Mac10 again, or Esports Monies, ESM. Follow me on Twitter at Esports Monies. I'll get to that later. Okay, so today we're going to be going over my guide to jungling Ursa, and basically it's going to go a lot like Lycan, but with a few subtleties.
If you are playing with friends, say goodbye to them now.
So, first of all, when you jungle Ursa,
it is my spirit that keeps me safe.
get Fury Swipes first. Again, this is a jungle guide. Not saying he's better in jungle or lane, because he's pretty freaking good in lane.
Prepare for battle.
But anyway, you want the 2 stout shields for a couple reasons.
Against all strife.
First of all, having a second stout shield helps you a shitload in jungle, but the jungle benefit doesn't necessarily help you with a second... Like, the second stout shield's money is actually not worth buying just for the jungle. The reason that you get 2 stout shields is that oftentimes you'll find yourself at level 4, and at level 4, it's sort of debatable whether or not you can kill Rosh. Like, you definitely can kill Rosh even at level 3, but you're gambling on whether or not Rosh will get bashes and how many bashes Rosh will get. So, you can actually scout the rune because you're waiting on camps. And because he doesn't need to do anything like summon wolves or bear or anything, he can actually start here and then scout this.
Yes.
And if it's a bad camp, then you can walk over here. So, yeah. The second stout shield really helps you take Rosh if you're level 4 killing Rosh, and a lot of times you'll find yourself at level 4 with enough money for the Mask of Death, which is the only other item you'll be getting.
We must meet this threat head on.
And you'll also have, like, enough money left over to get the second stout. So the idea behind this is that you don't need a second stout for jungling, but it helps in the jungle, and you'll probably have enough extra money to buy that stout shield anyway. And if that's the case, you might as well get it at the start because it will make your jungle better. Go ahead and grab this.
Illusion.
I guess I'll check this here. It's going to be a little bit better than normal, I think, because
on notice.
We get to start with a rune, and we don't actually have to like grab the rune at the start. And it's also an illusion, which is nice because it will tank for you. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. I'm gonna try to stack this. I might be late already. Not sure. I think I got it.
Right.
Nope, I didn't. Well, I already fucked up a little bit, but it's not a big deal. You don't have to stack there, it's just a nice bonus.
Strength rises from within.
Generally speaking, I don't stack at all. If I'm fighting against, like, jungle camps without the rune. I was just stacking there because I'm pretty far ahead because of that illusion rune.
Interloper.
Now, you don't want to always spam your W like I've been. A big thing about it is that, like, you can use the W before you engage the camp, and the cooldown will almost be over, so you'll get the bonus swipes, and then you'll be able to do it again. But you really want to do it on tanky units that have a lot of health. I'll use my W once here. Also, you'll notice that the Satyr camp's a little bit bugged. In some ways it will spawn where you won't actually be under the attack from them, like the way it is now. So yeah, I'm not going to use my W here. I want to save that mana so I can stay in the jungle longer. You'll also notice I just used my first tango. This is the benefit of the illusion rune. Obviously, I'm pretty far ahead because of the illusion rune. It's not something you can really bank on, but it's pretty good. It also helped that I had pretty sick camps those first 3. And of course, I only do these guides from the like hatch lobby or the local lobby. So. I don't really like to use replays. I may sometime in the future, but in general I don't, just because I like to be able to control things and point things out to a greater extent without pausing the replay. Sort of keeps it going, otherwise my guides tend to take forever because I really like to explain things in detail. Alright, now I only have 1 cast of Fury Swipes left because of my mana pool. Pretty close right now. I'm gonna burn this one. I'm not gonna use Fury Swipes on this one or Overpower, but I will burn this one down. By now I'm really close to having my mask. So as long as I have a decent camp here, I should be okay. Yeah, that's kind of a difficult camp, but I should be able to kill it. Again, I'm going to be pretty far ahead just because of, like I was saying earlier, the illusion rune helps a lot.
Not enough mana.
After this camp, I might just suicide.
Rifles.
If I can. Because I really don't need anything. It would be nice to have a TP so I could get back faster, but the big thing that I'm going to need is smoke, and you buy them even when you're practicing. Because that's 100 gold difference. I don't have Fury Swipe. It's going to take me a long time to kill that camp, and it would take that camp a long time to kill me. This camp could kill me probably pretty quick, I think. But I have 2 stouts, so that's also going to slow down the suicide process. I'm going to go ahead and buy a Clarity now. Unless... Yep, got a TP. Sick. Excellent. That's about as good as it could go. So, 4 minutes. I'm committing suicide now. Grab all these items. And now we're going to really be like a la Lycan. But, like I noticed, I'm a little bit late. Like, this is close to ideal time for experience and money. Normally I don't buy the TP. I have friends buy the TP, or allies. So in pub games that can be a little bit harder to pull off. But notice I'm only level 4, and I can stop. Like, in a real game, I would probably stop and grab level 5 from killing one of these camps. But I'm trying to demonstrate a level 4 Rosh here, so I am not going to do that right now. You can, since the bot game, I'll use Overpower there. Normally I go all the way into the pit, use Overpower, and wait a few seconds. That way I get to burst him twice. You want to get the burst twice going. You can be a little more conservative with your overpowers now and just use it when you get a little bit lower. He's gotten some good bashes in on me, so I'll use overpower again. And like I said, the bashes are really like where you gamble here. A couple bashes from him right now would probably kill me, or get me pretty low.
Your blood is mine.
Yeah. It's pretty gambly even at this level. The thing is, he got me at a bash right when it was coming off cooldown, which really hurts.
Roshan has fallen to
But
the radiant.
yeah, did not mean to do that. Meant to level it up instead. Another thing is, don't use your R so far away from the camp like I just did there. It's kind of stupid of me. But now, just like Lycan, you can go straight to the Ancient camp. Normally, if I were on Radiant in a pub game, I wouldn't have gone to the Dire Ancient camp because you don't have the awesome escape mechanism that Lycan offers. But since this is the bot game, I know no one's going to be bothering me, and because you can do this on Dire, I will just go on and do this. Also really helps to have mana when you're doing this, because this here is pretty mana dependent. It's something that people really don't think about much, because the spells are so cheap. But especially if you're trying to take over the role of the sort of pub farmer that you become, you will spend a good deal of time just AFK farming the Ancients, and so mana becomes an issue. Having a CM on your team helps a lot with that, and that's actually going to be a lot less common now because you don't have the, because of the buffs to Lich and Coddle, you won't have CM on your team as much. But you do go ahead and finish Vlad's, that way you get lifesteal without actually having to sacrifice an orb effect. Now, if you're planning on getting a Scotty at some point, you actually don't have to get the, I'm not going to kill her. She might try to kill me, though. She's not smart. Yeah. I don't have boots, so there's that.
Your middle tower
but anyway,
is under attack.
If you're planning on getting a Scotty, or you get the early Orb of Venom, which is fine to do, and you can do this in jungle or lane, however, I would get the Orb of Venom after killing Rosh, because you do have the extra investment in the Stout Shield. Okay, he's going to kill me now. Maybe he... yeah, okay, there he goes. That's not something I do in normal games, but, I mean, it works sometimes. Damn career. Just a suicide so that you can get your health back, because you'll be pretty drained after you leave Rosh. Maybe not in health, but definitely in mana. I'm going to wait a second to burn my ult here. But you'll notice I'm already level 8, and I can already clear the Ancients really fast. Especially if I'm kind of YOLOing with my mana.
Roshan, I come to reclaim what you stole.
Yeah, and he's talking about Rosh. Rosh is already dead. Don't think I'll have to Fury Swipes this one down. Another thing is, you do need to be more conservative with mana with this hero. I guess that Treads might even be an option on this hero, just because of his mana issues. I probably wouldn't get Arcane Boots, just because... the go-to boots are still phase for most people. If we're talking about my strict build, I go brown boots into boots of travel, and then I go for a desolator because I like team fighting, or because I like being able to do more damage in team fights rather than slow, and I also like being able to just destroy towers. Everyone knows I'm a split push player, so like kind of goes along naturally with that. And you can just kind of chase forever because you're fucking Ursa. Oh, I'm gonna die, am I gonna die, am I gonna die? No, I'm not. This dude's dead. Haste Run on Ursa is pretty terrifying.
That's a twofer!
Yeah. Come here, fucker. Yellow, no boots. Okay, so that's not something you're going to be able to do in a normal game unless you get the haste rune, in which case you actually can do that. But this does puts me pretty close to Travels. One of the things about this guide compared to my guide with Lycan is that it feels like it feels a lot more boring and it feels like you're going really slow compared to Lycan, because you just spend a lot more time passively farming the Ancients in the early game. But the thing I want you to take into consideration now is that normally in a game right now I'm just killing Roshan. I've already killed Rosh, and I've been farming the Ancients for a while now. Like, I'm level 11 in 9 minutes and 30 seconds. Normally, right now with Lycan, I would just be hitting level 9 by killing Roshan. And everyone else on the team is level 5, 6, 7, like level 11 Ursa. And a big part of this, I didn't mean to walk into the enemy team. This is dumb. A big part of this is because I'm able to farm the Ancients so effectively. Again, I should probably call the courier for brown boots, but I go boots of travel, so I'm not going to do that just yet. I think they added more detail to this model too. Looks like the dragon's got more detail on it. Anyway, that's basically like this is what's going to govern your early game. Just farming the Ancients like early and towards the early portion of the mid game. I consider the mid game to start around 15 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, depending on the towers. This game I would still call this early game, despite the kills. If this were a regular game and not a bot game. It feels kind of mid-game-ish because people are fighting so much, but I generally don't consider the mid-game to start until around 15 minutes, usually go to. But yeah,
Yes.
gonna kill this Tide, maybe?
That's a twofer!
Oh, yeah.
Boosh, boosh, boosh!
But anyway, now it is 11 minutes, I'm almost level 12, I have Boots of Travel, of Vlad's, and 2 stout shields. You can go ahead and sell one of the stouts if you want. Also, something I want to point out right now is that there's sort of a divergence in what I do here. Basically, at this point in time, if I'm going to be fighting a lot, I'll go over here and grab an Orb of Venom, because now I have the movement speed from Boots of Travel and the slight slow from Orb of Venom, and I'll have at least 1 point in Nerf Shock, so I'll be able to catch people. I try to play greedy and not go for a Blink Dagger with this, and just use the Boots of Travel in conjunction with the Orb and the slow from Earthshock. So, that's generally like the build I go if I'm fighting. Occasionally I'll get a Blink Dagger, but usually if I get a Blink Dagger it's a weird situation, like I think I need to blink away while I'm pushing just to be able to push without getting killed. And if I'm just stomping the shit out of the enemy team, I'll get a Blink Dagger just to keep killing them. I feel like a Blink Dagger is... To me, the Blink Dagger is the epitome of the pub build, but truly a Blink Dagger is honestly a build that you'll see in higher level games, because it's designed to use Ursa for its original purpose, which is sort of like the bear hug, is what I call him. He just sort of... His main purpose in high level games is to destroy humans, versus I tend to use him to destroy towers. Now people will generally go BKB. I like to go Deso, and this is where a lot of people might turn off the guide, because I think Deso is just an awesome item on this hero, because you can use Overpower to get the health to damage, and then, or you use Enrage to get the health to damage, then use Overpower for the swipes, and then you have the bonus damage, the 60 bonus damage from the Deso, and the -7 armor. The -7 armor is really why you buy it. I'm not sure about the way that orb effects work as far as stacking with the Desolator, but I do know if you get a Satanic, because you're just decided to go like full fight, if you get a Satanic's lifesteal will actually stack with a Scotty. So if you want to get a Scotty and you want the lifesteal and you're balling out of control, you actually don't have to ever buy Vlad's. But I like Vlad's because it helps with your armor. The lifesteal isn't an orb effect, so it works with DotA, which I love. And the mana regen is pretty nice. Overall, I think Vlad's is just a really strong item on Ursa. There are not a lot of heroes that really make good candidates to hold the Vlad's in the early game, but I think Ursa is like one of the best examples of this. So again, I'm going to continue to farm.
Tracks of intruders.
Try to get my DotA as fast as possible. Generally speaking, you should be able to get a DotA by like 16 or 17 minutes at the latest.
Come near.
Again, I feel a little bit behind this game. Maybe it was because I dove so hard early. It did get me a good bit of kills, though. And I'm also talking, so I'm not as focused. And I'm also splitting farm with people in my mid lane, which is kind of weird given the time of the game. In like normal pub games, I don't really see people pushing that hard that early.
Join with me.
But yeah, the Ancients are, again, they're a really, really underutilized aspect of the game that give you a lot of farm in the early game. Huskar might be able to do them early, but I don't think he can. But Ursa can absolutely just wreck the Ancients and get lots of farm. Like, right now, my farm is better than if I were playing Lycan.
That's a twofer.
At least by some degree. Again, it's hard to judge because my team of shitty bots is destroying the enemy team of shitty bots.
Your bottom tower is under attack. Ding dong.
But I've already got 2 pieces of a Desolator, 600 gold. I'll go ahead and get that hammer.
Your bottom tower is under attack. Guys.
Again, this isn't as like cut and dry as the Lycan build because I really like to split push with this hero. The thing about the hero that just makes him fun to play is that even though I'm not as organized with him and I don't have really direct paths that I take with him every game, he can still split push, which is sort of my go-to build because I really don't trust the people I play with in pubs, and I feel like most people watching this video don't either. If you do have a team that you trust, though,
For the Cubs.
come here, yeah, come here. I'm gonna hug you. I'm gonna hug you. I'm gonna hug you. I'm gonna hug you too. Yeah, I mean, like,
that's a twofer.
this is, like I said, this is a pub game, or this is a bot game, but at the same time, like, in pubs, you can sort of do this, especially if you have that Orb of Venom. He's got treads, I have Boots of Travel. You move so fast because you get the Boots of Travel so quickly. And if you decide to go, like, regardless of whether or not you decide to go into the,
Are you serious?
damn it. Regardless of whether or not you choose to go into the build where you split push or the build where you fight, the Boots of Travel will really help you because even though you don't have the phase, if you're good with microing around units, you can actually just go straight to the unit, like without having. You can just go around your creeps and catch the enemies, overpower or Earth Shock and kill them, without having to actually rely of pathing through units. And when you're pathing, you don't actually move as. What? Really? You don't actually move as fast as you do normally with Boots of Travel, so... 3 seconds done? You don't actually move as fast as you... Like, when you use the pathing ability, like the special ability on Boots of Travel, or on Face Boots, you don't actually move as fast as you do normally with Boots of Travel. So the only thing you get out of that is pathing and a little bit of damage, and even though Ursa loves damage, like... He already does, like, the majority of your damage is always going to come from Fury Swipes, unless you're attacking towers, in which case it's coming from your DotA and your Overpower. So, I'm pretty much done with the guide, but I'm gonna buy back and come up here just to give you guys an example of, like, how hard you hit towers with the DotA. It's pretty insane. Like I said, already level 17 minutes in. But, again, this is all attributable to the 7 kills I got, which is not something I do normally. Like, if I'm getting kills on people as Ursa, which is one of the, like, the most popular ways to play him, it's a little bit out of the norm, and this is just because I prefer to farm with him. And you can see the tower's just kind of melting. If you have allies with you or creeps, you're going to be hitting the tower really hard. I still have the 2 stout shields, so that helps a little bit. Doesn't do a heck of a lot against towers. But... this is pretty much just me attacking a tower by myself. And again, most of your damage doesn't actually come from you, it comes from your Fury Swipes. So, yeah. So, that's my guide to Ursa. If you have any questions, comments, complaints, concerns, you can leave comments on this video. I love doing this in pubs because jungling is good in pubs. Jungling's better in pubs because you don't have to worry about getting wrecked in a lane. But you can lane this hero because he's really strong in lane. But anyway, the principles that I really want to stress in this guide are you get Roche at like 5 minutes at the latest, and you should be level 4 with 2 stout shields, or you only have 1 stout shield, or maybe even still have 2 stout shields and be level 5. But if you have 2 stouts, I believe you can consistently kill him at level 4 at around 5 minutes every game. After you do that, go kill Ancients again and again and again and again. This is a hero where it's not always the best idea to be farming Ancients in the early game because you kill people so easily, but if you're not killing people and there's not a tower that you can easily bash on, then you should be farming Ancients because this hero farms Ancients really fast, and I mean, you just ball out of control. Like, my team's winning really hard, but I'm still like 4 levels higher than the Viper, who's 11-2-7, so... Anyway, he was also mid. So anyway, this is my guide to the jungle Ursa. I hope you guys liked it. Please subscribe if you find this video useful. Check out my Lycan guide. It's from the last patch, but it's totally and completely applicable to this patch as well. And you can follow me on Twitter at esportsmonies, and you can watch my stream at twitch.tv/macx10. You'll see me pretty much exclusively playing junglers in around 4K ranked and unranked pub games. So thanks for watching. I will talk to you all next time, and have a good one.